Howdy folks, Little John, and once again 5 on Friday. This week we got a little bit of help from Bundaberg. This is Fat 249, 6-year-old rum. Anyway, what I want to chat about this week is these fellas. Taps that are, attached to your fermenter, or water drums, but generally from the home brewing sense, they come on a fermenter. They can be black, white, depends on where you got them from. But these little things. And what brings this up is my last 2 brews, I believe, have been tainted with some sort of nastiness. Hasn't been a visible or a really standout infection as such, but there has been a flavour that shouldn't be there in the last 2 brews. The second last one, or the first of the 2, I just ditched completely. The last lot was a rum with the Kavik yeast, and I did split into a pale. I did the pale ale and split it in half, and I do believe there was something wrong, particularly with just the basic pale ale side. The Kavik, I'm not sure, because of obviously not the first time I've ever used that yeast. But I was thinking I had some sort of weird nonsense going on with my dogs, because with the heat of the summer, got to the point one of our dogs was getting quite old and struggling with the heat, and the wife thought it would be better, particularly during the day when we weren't home, to leave the garage door unlocked so the dog could let herself into the garage, because we do have recirculated cooling, and also get on the concrete floor out of the sun. And I was getting a build-up of hair, which really presented. Well, I washed a load of bottles, and I had a lot of hair left in the laundry tub after I'd done it. So I thought I was picking up some sort of infection from the dogs and the dog hair. I lost a whole bunch of batches at one stage when we had a mouse plague, and I was getting a lot of mice through the garage. So I thought I was having the same sort of, a similar sort of connection with stuff coming from the hair and stuff in the air. So I barred the dogs from the garage, and this coincided with the temperatures cooling down slightly. Now I haven't, obviously, the garage, there's too much stuff to give the garage a thorough clean out. But, gave the floors a good sweep out, and, cleaned, a bit of stuff as I was going. But still seemed to pick up the infection. Now, it wasn't until after I'd really gone through and I was cleaning through fermenters and stuff that I noticed that one in particular, I should have got it out, I can't lay my hands on it at the moment, but I did notice after cleaning that there was some discoloration through under the bottom of the tap here. I'm on this side, back here. So it would appear that something's gotten up underneath where the 2 parts of the tap meet. Now, this is what I'm coming to. So part of your sanitation and your cleaning, that pulling things apart and getting into them. Now, I know, and I've seen it done. You can pull these taps apart. I've never had any success doing it. I've tried, and I've never managed to be able to get one apart. it might help if I had a vice so I could bloody hold something in it. It might make it might make it a bit easier. But I've never been able to get one of these things apart. So as a result, I've always just thrown them out about every 8 or 9 brews, and get a new one. I mean, I went down to the day to a local camping shop and I picked up 3. They were $3 each. So you get eight brews out of them. It's 40 bloody cents a brew or something. But when I think about it, it's probably been a bit of a while since I've changed these out. Now, I have gotten a little bit carried away and a little bit distracted with other brewing adventures, and haven't really been putting the focus on the beer side that I normally would, and I think as a result I've sort of just let it slip. And when I first got that first infected beer, I really should have had I normally would have taken a better look at it and sat down and really thought about it and gone, okay, well, and sorted out what the problem. Where I sort of because I was doing the other with this sort of gear, I was rushing through getting stuff done and just basically going through the motions. So I wasn't checking the taps. Now I normally give them a visual so that I can't pull them, I can't get them apart, but I can look at them and make sure I'm getting a good cleaning through them and see and at least visually look if they're clean, which is why I prefer the white taps. I had to get black up until today. I've been able to get the white taps at the local Big W. Now, I had to run around today. I've got a brew going on. After I finish this video, I'm putting a brew together, and I want to place the taps. So I had to go and get some. So I had to get these black ones. So I can't actually visually check these. So I'm going to have to be very careful that I do change these when I'm meant to. But that slackness meant a tap that probably should have been replaced after that first infection didn't get replaced, and I've run a second batch through it. And I haven't tasted those beers yet. I think they've been in the bottle for a bit over a week, so I'll probably do a taste on them later this week, next weekend. See how they're going. And at this point I'm expecting them to be infected and have to toss them out. And that shouldn't have happened. I should have replaced those taps before that brew. So I said, I've done discussions previously on cleaning and sanitising, and constantly in video talking about how important it is to make sure everything's clean and sanitised. Through laziness, I've overlooked the importance. Made the cardinal mistake myself and ignored thorough cleaning and sanitation, and paid the price for it. Lost a full batch, and at this point looks like could possibly be two full batches I've lost, which is costly, but more, this is painful because now I've got 2 kegs which are now empty, which should have beer in them. I've got plenty of stock, that's not a problem, but I've now got big holes in my keg deliveries. I've got so I've got 2 empty kegs. I'm going to do a batch this afternoon. It's going to be 2 more weeks at least before I've got another beer in any keg. And the way it looks, I'm probably going to lose another keg between now and then. So I'm going to still continue to be 2 kegs down. So it's going to take a little bit of chasing, which I can get to, but shouldn't happen. I should not have allowed that issue to flow into a second beer. So what the whole point I'm making is that you've got to be thorough all the time. And if you do have these bloody things, check them. You've got to pull them out of the fermenter, make sure all this stuff's clean, pull the O-ring off, make sure the whole thing's clean. If you can pull them apart, good luck to you, but if you can, clean them out, get them out. Give them a real thorough clean. And if you can't pull these things apart, ditch them regularly. Because it's only a matter of time where this little bit of gear is going to, you know, cost you big time. As I said, $3. 2 fermenters on the last batch and one on that one, whatever way. Free taps would have fixed all 3 of my fermenters. $9. For the sake of $9, I would have saved what was probably $70 worth of ingredients on those 2 batches I've lost. Plus, you know, brew days and, you know, time and effort that goes into it. So clean thoroughly. Check the little bits, the little areas, the little things. On the fermenter lids, make sure the O-ring's cleaned out underneath. You know, a lot of people don't worry about the O-ring. They just, and I've got to say, I'm a bit myself. I don't really give it a lot of attention. But you need to. You want to make sure all these, make sure there's cleaning and sanitation's there. It's an easy way to ruin your beer. As I've just done. So, clean them, replace them, whatever, but yeah, look after these things, look after your brew. Avoid those bloody nasty infections. So that's me for today for 5 on Friday. Like I said, I'm about to duck in, try to give her a brew. If you got any comments, any questions, any stories about, you know, when, you know, where your laziness or you've overlooked something and you've ended up with a bloody infection as a result, or you've stuffed the brew up because you didn't do something that you should have, you know, stick it down the bottom. If you haven't subscribed to Little John's already, hit the button down the bottom there. Yeah, we're talking these topics, important topics, infections, not wasting beers. We drink crap. Come along and join us. But anyway, that's me, Little John for the day. To keep your taps clean. So, till I see you again, we're brewing beer, we're drinking beer, or we're talking beer, good brewing.